Good morning, everyone. What day is this? I know it. 5? It's Friday and it's 5. Right, okay. Thank God it's Friday. How many people know that on Friday, this is actually a study, that people are 13% more happy on Friday than any other day? Okay? And understand something. If you knew that you were the magic you were looking for, every day would be a great day. Okay? Friday makes no difference than Monday to me. And it doesn't. I think you can tell. I keep asking what day is it, because all I know is that Lori helps me and tell me where I want to go, because I always put too much into my schedule. Hey, Shalou? Right? Yeah, and I can do that. Why can I do that? Because I am the magic. I am the magic. And you know what? I'm going to tell you something. Even just 10 years ago, I would talk about magic in my courses, and people that had certain beliefs, okay, believed that magic was the devil's work. And understand something. This is how messed up we are today. Now, you can believe that you are the magic. You can believe that you are the miracle, and you will become the miracle. If you believe that somebody else or something else is deciding whether you deserve something, how long is it going to take before you get it? You're not going to. You know what? Let me just say this. You have to deserve it to get it. And understand something right now, okay? Most people have been programmed, okay, to know that they will never, ever get it. Now, why is that? Because they have belief systems that say if you did this, you're going to get this. If you do this, you're going to get that. I have one belief system, and that's called unconditional love, which I have been told to go to hell many times, and that I will be going to hell. And enjoy yourself while you're here, because when you leave this planet, you're going. And understand something. Mind your own business. Now, here's the deal. The majority of the population are going to have some things go right, and they're going to have a lot go wrong. And why is that? Because they live a life of random. And living a life of random is where somebody else is dictating your belief systems. Nobody can dictate your belief systems. And understand something, and get this right now. Every time that you visualize something, you imagine something. What does that, when you're imagining it and you have an inner standing and you are really into yourself, what happens? There's a vibration. That vibration is really high when you are actually thinking about something that you deserve, and it's amazing, it excites you. It scares you a teeny bit, but it excites you so much. Now, take that vibration, and if you were to lock that in, and not allow the world to get in, not the world can get in because Mother Nature's beautiful. We keep saying the world. Not allow human beings to get in because they're human doings. The majority of the population are human doings. They do not know how to make magic. You cannot make magic without unconditional love. You can make tragic, can't you? You can make drama. You can make trauma. And you don't just do it for yourself. You do it for everyone else. And this is why I choose to be around people that are going to bring their vibration up. Understand that. Everybody lives with, hangs out with people that will never bring their vibration up. So understand, if that person's vibration's up here and yours is up here and theirs is down here, guess what? You have to meet them halfway. So guess what you're doing? To get them up the mountain, you have to pull them up and you have to come down, don't you? That's why you're going to be totally exhausted. Do not go home, and this is why I said, if you want to become the magic, do not go home and think that you can get this magic into someone else. It's not going to happen. And you're going to go to yourself, oh my God, I've learned all these great tools. I've never felt so powerful. I've never felt so much love for the world. I've never felt so much love for human beings. I never felt so much love for myself. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to share it. You go out and you just sprinkle those seeds everywhere without planting them properly, without nurturing them properly. What a waste of energy. Energy is the magic. Did you know that? Energy is the magic. Now, there's a lot of people that have energy, but they don't have energy, do they? What about you and your pacing? That's not energy. Oh my God, he's got so much energy. No. He's in a self-destruct mode. He's trying to actually kill himself and not even know it. That's all he's trying to do. Oh my God, I just want to die before my wife. And he doesn't even know he's playing that game. But you know it now that I said it. He knows it now that I said it, or he's going, bull crap, Daryl. You don't know what you're talking about. But let him sit with that for an hour and then we'll talk about it. How's that? Why else would you do it? Unless you had guilt. So guilt's going to make you anxious, isn't it? Judgment. So never judge yourself again. So here we go. Did you know that you are what? The judge, the jury, okay? And guess what you are? You're the jailer. Judge, jury, jailer, okay? JJJ. It's not okay. There's no magic in that. Most of you have created bars for yourself, invisible bars, and you don't even know it. Like Shalu was just saying, oh my God, I used to always just sit like this, and now I can stay like this, okay? All right? Why does she do this now? Because she's proud. She's proud of herself. You need to be proud of yourself more than anything else on this planet. Understand something. Has this week felt a little magical? I mean, you're exhausted by the end of the day because have I expanded your mind more than any time in your whole life?
Absolutely.
Yes. Has anything been a trauma except just trying to see if you can get the crowbar, okay, to open up the coconut so you can drink the juice? Understand, you'll be changed forever if you understand that you're the magic. You'll be changed forever if you just say, listen, I love you, but I'm on my own path. Do not be threatened. There's not another person in my life. I have not grown tired of you. I've grown tired of myself, and now I'm not tired of myself. I'm very excited. Is this okay if I'm just as excited when I look at me as I look at you? Is that going to bother you? Because guess what? You will lose your magic. If you go home and you shine too brightly, they're going to hit the dimmer switch. And that dimmer switch is this. They're going to undermine you. Let me give you an example. We go through this all the time. And we hear about it all the time. And it's not quite like this. But the story happens on an emotional and physical level. I want to give you the most easiest example. Honey, I want to clean up my diet and I want to lose some weight. Oh, you go right ahead, sugar plum. So she starts working out. She starts feeling good for herself. He's going, wow, you really are starting to look better. Oh, and then all of a sudden she starts looking sexy. And when I say sexy, there's some of you in here that cringe at that word because that's the devil's work, isn't it? Well, it's not. When I'm 100 years old, I'm going to be sexy. And what does sexy mean? I've got energy. I've got tone. Okay? I've had unlimited thinking all my life. I will allow people to hurt themselves or not hurt themselves. I'll allow the world to do what it needs to do. That's the magic. The magic is minding your own business. The magic is telling everyone that you love that you are going to be loving, okay? Loving yourself. So if they start to feel jealous, and they go, what do you mean feel jealous? I'd never be jealous if you start loving yourself. Well, Dr. Wolf said that pretty well everybody who comes home that starts loving themselves, the other person feels jealous and will not buy into anything. And they will dig their heels in and they will make excuses why they're not doing it because it's not for me. And guess what? That's almost every man that you go home to, girls. So there's 2 men here and there's 21 women. And this is where the world's going. The women will save the world, and that is the magic. It's always been the magic. 5,000 years ago, the government and religion got together to actually destroy relationships between man and woman. Oh, wait a minute. They're doing it now. Okay, so it's always going to be it because once you destroy relationships between man and women, you destroy the family, don't you? Okay, and if you can get the women and the men fighting and you can get people fighting, then nobody's looking after the children, are they? And that's why our children are all mixed up and they've lost their magic because they don't have unconditional love for themselves. They don't know who they are. And now with this transportation thing, okay, well, I was on TikTok for 21 hours and I got kicked off. So everything's going to have to be in code from now on because I'm a target. Because I am a target now. Well, I've always been a target. But that's why I'm moving. I'm a moving target, right? So I leave Barrie here on Wednesday, and I go to do private trainings in Kelowna, British Columbia for some practitioners. And then I go to do private trainings on the island, Vancouver Island. And then from there, we go to Calgary to do a whole course, whole life coach course, Wolf non-surgical course, pelvic course. And right now, this course will be over when? Tuesday? Then there's a day off, and then the Wolf non-surgical starts. And please let people know there's still 2 spots left. All right? And then from Calgary, after we do Calgary, we go to Australia. And Australia is going close to being sold out. Think about it, guys. Okay? And then from there, we go to Bonita, Florida in September. And then we come back here October the 30th. And then we'll shut her down. And then we might end up in Texas in February because we have to pick free states. You know, I think by February that there could be I think Canada could be in the deep freeze, meaning that everybody will be stiff and frozen, not be able to move anywhere. But remember something, don't lose your magic. And when I say that, just know this, that every time that a family member has a tantrum and they say they're in depression, they're not. It's the tantrum, it's anxiety. That's all it is. There's no such thing as depression. Remember something, showing your love doesn't mean that you go down. Showing your love means you go up. Did you get that? If you go down when someone else goes down that you love, then you're digging a 6-foot hole for the both of you. So just know this, that if somebody is not well in the family and everybody else is emotionally up and down, that person will never get well. Do you ever notice when somebody has a life-threatening problem, they all come together and they drop their belief systems that they don't like each other or don't like things about each other, and they rally together, and then the person gets better because of that beautiful, loving energy and that oneness, and then as soon as the person's better, they all go after each other again. I don't care what you do. I don't care what your belief system is. I don't care what your ism is. You can be you can be part of the 45,000 different religions out there. Some people say there's 100,000. Who cares? There's just so many. Okay, I got my own religion. It's called One Love, One Law. I have got only one commandment: one love, one law. I don't need all the rest. Okay, if you ever watch George Carlin, he can actually take the 10 commandments and make them into only 4. Because really, I'm not really sure if God smoked a joint that day, but George is right. And the reality is this, we've been stupefied for millions of years. I said millions, not thousands. Millions, maybe billions of years. Everything you know about history is his story, not ours. Everything you know about history is his story, not ours. And they're trying to steal our magic. And they'll never steal our magic again. And you got to make sure that. And your loving family will try to steal your magic. And they'll try to steal it on a subconscious level. Do you understand? Understand something. I have such most loving family. When you go home, you'll find out that you have a loving family that plays games. You'll have a loving family that actually has programs that are trying to control each other. I don't try to control anyone. My children, my partner. Do I try to control you guys? No. Do I want you to follow me? Do I want you to bow down to me? No. I want you to break away from me. I want you to take my stuff, everything I've done in the last 40 years, and I want you to make it yours. Don't ask for approval. Don't ask for approval. Take it. You know, this whole copyright thing, right? No, let's not share information. It's mine. And they do that on purpose, and they sucker punched us all. Information is free. You can take all my books, all my writings, all my videos. You can take anything you want, and you can make it into yours. Don't give me any credit for it. Give yourself credit. Own it. Become it. And do better than me. Go out there and do more than me. I want you to say to people, you know, I learned from a guy named Dr. Wolf, but guess what? I can do so much better than him. And I want you to mean it. Because if you do that, then you found your magic. Because you should be able to do better than your teacher. You should do better than your guide, your coach. You've got to do better. Because you're taking their information. That's as far as they've went. Now you need to take it all and go farther. Do you understand? There's the magic. The magic is you never look up to me. Oh my God, he's such a genius. Are you out of your skull? I'm not a genius. I hack things. When I went to school, okay, because When I got out of high school, first thing I thought I wanted to be, remember, I don't know if I told you the story. I wanted to be a hairdresser because I went to see that movie Shampoo, and he was getting all the girls. And then my best friend, his name was Bruno, believe it or not, Bruno. And guess what? He was a hairdresser. And guess what? I thought, my God, this is my turn. This is my turn. Okay. So anyways, I did that, and I stayed a hairdresser for like 4 months. I thought, wow, really, Daryl? Is that a little superficial? Okay. All right. So the reality is this, life will take you many different places and wake you up. It'll wake you up. And don't have any regrets. Like I'm talking to some of you going, oh my God, I've wasted so much time. No, you're right on time. You're right on time. How can you come down to a planet that from the minute you get here and you enter the womb, all you hear is frequencies, and those frequencies are mainly negative? God loved your mother and father. They did the very best they could. But guess what? Who's going to end the family curse? Nobody ends the family curse unless you become the magic. Nobody becomes the magic unless they have one love, one law, unconditional love for themselves. I never have to forgive my mother and father for anything, or my children. I don't have to forgive the world for anything because I don't judge it. There's the magic. I give my magic away every time I judge someone. Oh, that's not the way I want to see it. Oh my God, let's fix the God. You can't, and the reality is you give your magic away when you think that the medical system is broken or the government is broken. Nothing's broken. These systems were created to do exactly what they're doing. I think they're very efficient. I've learned a lot from them. They're very efficient programs. And what is that program about? Steal your magic. You think I'm kidding? How does it feel to numb yourself out? How does it feel to sell yourself off by the pound? How does it feel that they can't get enough money from us, but they can't fix a pothole? How does it feel? So why do you think I searched the world over? It took me 40 years to find out how these so-called psychos were actually paying no taxes legally. I don't pay tax anymore. And it's legal. And I can say it right here. And that pisses them off, but they can't do anything about it. Because there has to be a program for the upper government, for the upper echelon that bow down to this psychoness, right? Because that's their perks. And they've got a way, just like when you hear about little Billy, okay, giving $250,000 to an organization that he owns, a nonprofit. All he did was get rid of his little percentage of the tax, and he gave it to himself because he has his own nonprofit. And that's what they do. You know what? This isn't a club now that is just the boys' club, you know? We've got about right now 250 people that are getting corporations and won't be paying any tax or just 4% for the rest of their life legally. So you can have whatever you want, guys. Just, the sky is not the limit, okay? Your beliefs have always been the limit. Whether you're talking about your finances, whether you're talking about your health, whether you're talking about your relationship with yourself or your family, it's always been your beliefs, but they're not your beliefs. Isn't that crazy? It's always been about your beliefs, but it's not your beliefs. It's never been about your brain because your brain's not a good thinker. It only runs programs. And then from those programs, it dumps chemicals. Are they the dose, dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphins, or are they the hack where you're, just always trying to cough something up because you swallowed something that wasn't yours and it's poisonous? And that would be a belief. That's the reality. You need to find your magic. And the magic is going through every one of your beliefs and being very honest. If the majority probably loves the belief, it's a lie and it's toxic. I'm telling you the truth. You won't learn that now, but hopefully you will learn that before it gets too late. That if the majority buys into a belief, you don't want it. You do not want it. You can get it right now. The reality, and you're not going to like this, if your family buys into a belief hardcore, you probably don't want it. Not unless it's based on unconditional love. You don't want it. Why don't you just sit down and be an observer and not a judger at the table, in the bus, in the class, at work? Everything is a vibration. And guess what vibration is? Vibration is your only food. Did you know that? Vibration is your only food. Everything you eat, everything you drink, and the words you hear and the words you speak, the only thing that's left behind is either light or darkness, a negative or a positive frequency. We are light energy beings. We came in as that. We will leave as that. It's the in-between that you need to master. And you cannot master it without one love, one law. Maybe somebody else says it different, but it's the same thing. It's the same thing. What would your life look like if you never judged yourself or anyone else again? What would your life look like?
Beautiful.
What?
Beautiful.
Peaceful. Beautiful. Let's do one word. Say it out loud. Shalou?
Peaceful. Calm.
Calm?
Serene.
Serene?
Love.
Love?
Stress-free.
Stress-free. And understand, everybody's saying a word because of what they're experiencing in their life. Okay, go ahead.
I was going to say serene. That's how I feel.
Well, I'm sure there's other ones. Huh? How about no gas? You wouldn't have gas ass, which is the only really disease I see is gas ass. Okay? Sweetheart? Huh?
Joy.
Joy.
Fun.
Fun.
Bright.
Bright.
Happiness.
Happiness. What?
Light.
Light. Are you out of your skull? Light?
Light.
Light. Okay. No, it's me. I'm old. Okay.
Free.
Free. Oh, free.
Nice.
Free. Wait till you get your pelvis work done, women. You'll feel free. Okay. All right.
Fruitful.
Fruitful. Okay. Okay. Just don't be the low-hanging fruit. Okay.
Solid foundation.
Solid foundation. Isn't that nice? Okay. That you feel that it's not always going to be moving like in that Harry Potter movie. Okay.
Free.
Free.
Serene.
Everybody loves that serene thing, eh? Okay.
Abundant.
Abundant on all levels. Let me tell you something right now. Money's evil. Really? Okay, yeah. Guess what? It's energy. Money is energy. If I didn't have the money, we wouldn't be here right now, would we? If I didn't have the money, I wouldn't be working on my app, would I? I wouldn't have a free library for everyone. I wouldn't even be on these phones right now. I wouldn't be doing anything. I love what money can do. I don't love money. I love what money can do. That doesn't mean I have a love relationship with it, but I don't have a hate relationship like I used to. I used to hate money. I used to hate poverty. And guess what you get when you hate those two things? You don't get them. You get the poverty, but you don't get the money. And guess what? 99% of the population has poverty consciousness, and it's always going to be there. And we're going to mind our own business. And then when we start buying into my BS and you start making lots of money, people are going to say, oh, wow, that's all you... And don't worry about it. They've lost their magic. And you need to help them. How do you help somebody find their magic? You breathe, you smile, and you don't debate. And you don't go to war. And you don't need to be right. Do you understand? Do you understand? Do you understand?
I absolutely do.
And now do you understand?
I do inside.
Okay.
Yes.
Playful.
Playful. Oh, well, that's what we did this morning. We danced for a whole hour. Right? Okay.
Purposeful.
And some of you, the way you were shaking it, you scared me. Okay. All right. Purposeful. Okay. So that means what? That you found your passion, your purpose, and you're focused. And that means that nobody who loves you is going to throw you off. Because people that love you are the people that actually distract you from your passion and your purpose. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
Nope.
Your family will distract you from your purpose. Because guess what? As soon as you start being really purposeful, really mindful, going after what you are here to do, they're going to call you selfish. Because you're not living their life anymore. And you were living their life up to that point. But they're not calling you selfish. Their subconscious is that doesn't like change. So what are you going to do? Love them anyway. I'm not going to argue with you. This is something I love to do, and I'm going to continue doing it, just like you do your thing. And if you're not doing your thing, maybe me by doing my thing will help you find your thing, ding-a-ling. Okay. All right.
Say joy.
Joy. I've got the joy. No, okay.
Full of magnificent imagination.
Full of magnificent and imagination. I would try to make it a little bit easier.
You couldn't say that in one word.
What's that?
Imagination, imaginable.
Imaginative.
Imaginative.
Imaginative. Okay, so guess what? If you don't have an imagination, then guess what? You've got inflammation. Because that means somebody else is guiding your thoughts. When you give your imagination away, or you believe that imagination is dangerous, you're in trouble. And remember something, the very minute that you get to grade 1, because in kindergarten you're allowed to be imaginative. In grade 1, you're no longer. You're no longer. Because the Rothschilds and Rockefellers wrote it that way. Okay? So it's like the con job. I don't know if I want to put my kids in kindergarten. Oh my God, they're having playtime, sleep time. Oh, they're eating GMO cookies. That's so nice. Okay, so then when you get to grade 1, okay, end of fun. End of fun. And then guess what? When you get it all done by grade 12, you know crap. You don't know how to love yourself, care for yourself, feed yourself. You don't know anything about finances. You don't know what your dreams and passion is. Okay? All you know is that you don't know how to love yourself, and you're looking for someone to fill you up. And you're scared shitless. And I do mean shitless. You're scared shitless about what you're going to do with the rest of your life.
And you can't come home and play. You gotta.
No, you can't come home and play. Got to come home and do your homework. Homework. Okay? Now, whether you believe this or not, my son Sage, do you think he's okay? I told him, I said, hack it. Only do what you need to. Be really nice to the teachers. That's the main thing. Because, you know, they are your jailers. Okay, they are. They're your jailers. You know, I said, if you don't want to finish grade 12, you don't have to. If you don't want to finish grade 11, you don't have to. If you don't want to go to college, you don't have to. You don't have to do anything because you're a rock star already. Okay? Just know this. Everybody's going, I at least have to get my diploma, my grade 12. And then when you go out to get a job, nobody asks you if you have it. The reality is that I call BS on all of it. Okay? All right? If I had to do it all over again, I swear to God, my kids would come to work with me. I would build my life that way. And when you have faith in God, you get it all. My children would have never gone to school. And if they wanted to go to school, I would continually want to talk with them every day because they're being poisoned. Okay? All right? And that's the truth. All right? Remember something. Teachers are not guides. They're not coaches. Okay? They're robots. You know, I had one teacher that I totally loved. Nope, 2. I had one in college I thought that was just amazing. Okay? All right. And then there was another one when I was younger, and that was in grade 3, right? So that was about it. Okay. But the reality is that you can't expect to go to school where the government has anything to do with it, because the Rockefellers and Rothschilds, they use Rockefeller Publishing and Rothschild Publishing to publish all the books. Every book that comes in, they get to take a look at, and seeing that they are they actually move through the world on their belly, you might want to think about that. Okay? All right? Yes?
Wonderful loving.
What?
Wonderful loving.
Wonderful loving?
Loving.
Okay, I don't know what you're up to, but it's scaring us.
Limitless.
Limitless. And that's the thing. Guess what? The sky's not the limit. Your beliefs are. That's what we said just a minute ago, didn't we? You know, you are limitless when you believe in yourself and you create your own beliefs. Nobody's ever going to create a belief for me, but I will see somebody with a belief and I will take it because it must be higher vibrational than me. So in ending this little one a day, let me just say, if you want to do magic, then that means that when you lock into something that is your passion, your purpose, your dream that excites you, scares you a little bit, you grab that vibration and you put it in that God spot in your heart. And you keep it there. And every time that you turn on that vibration, and the longer, stronger you keep that vibration on, the faster you're going to get your dream. Did you get that? And that's the only reason why. Guess what? It's always been frequency. I just gave you the secret of living down here. Think about the life you want. Close your eyes right now. Close your eyes. Connect your Lionheart breath. Put your hand on your heart. Now think about the life that you want. Now I want you to bring that in and I want you to feel it. I want you to imagine it. Okay? And I'm going to tell you something. If you practice this every morning and every night before you go to bed, after you do the BraveHeart oath, before you go to sleep, I promise you that which you call God will gift it to you, because God does not speak English. God speaks vibration. And the more powerful and light enhanced, higher frequency that you can get, and you can lock into that often. And when you think of your passion, your purpose, the way you want to see your life, if you do that without being any fear, only courage, and going, you know what? And you'll end it like this. Dear God, Creator, Source, please bring this to me at the right time and the right place. And understand something. Patience is what I need to learn. I await on this gift, and I know you know the right time and how to deliver it. And it may not look like what I'm picturing, because guess what? I can't see around the corners like you. Good night, and thanks for everything that you have done for me and are going to. Something like that. Make it up yourself. You know, have the relationship you've always wanted to with your Creator and with yourself. You may not have the relationship that you want with your family ever, with your friends, or the world, and that's none of your business. Do you understand? So just know that you are the magic. And yes, good morning. Yeah, Sage is a gymnast too. That's why he does all those backflips. And yes, the sale, the 40th year, anniversary sale is over on Sunday. Yes, it's still on. Let me see if we got anything else here just for fun. Okay. Okay. People are saying really beautiful things. I won't go through those, but just know that they're appreciated. All right. I want to wish everyone a fun-filled Friday. And just remember, you are the magic that you've been searching for.